afterwards. But Zach Timmerman, one of our lead producers, is going to kind of run you through dynamic living rosters. This is going to be a cool segment.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Living rosters has been a part of NBA 2K for a really long time. It's been able to provide users with a fairly up-to-date roster in terms of ratings and player movements over the last few years. But we really felt like it had a few limitations, namely how quickly users were able to get those roster updates, and the trends that players were going through in real life were not necessarily reflected very well in our old living roster system. So we teamed up with a company called Stats Inc. They're a very innovative stats information company, and combined we came up with a feature called Dynamic Living Rosters. Dynamic Living Rosters is actually going to allow us to alleviate a lot of those limitations we had before. People are going to be getting their roster updates a lot quicker, and they're also going to start to notice the trends that players are going through. So if a few players in real life are going off, you're going to notice that in the game, and then vice versa. If a few players are going cold, you're going to notice that as well. And it's not something that's tailored towards, the big name players or the big name teams. Every player, every team in the game is going to be living through this system, and they're going to be reflected in the game. We're really excited to bring you Dynamic Living Rosters powered by Stats Inc. We really feel like it's going to change the way that you play the game.
And there it is. One of the most requested features outside of Cruise was for us to take it to the next level with what we do with our roster updates, right, Chris?
And of course, that was a big thing with the community, right? Calling for the NBA 2K Insider's head half the time. Yeah. But he was actually really instrumental. We had a lot of good conversations, Ronnie and myself, with the devs, with the team, and they really wanted to give you guys the best roster updates that the series has ever seen. And this year, you're going to have it.
Yeah, it's going to be updated in real time. It's really about taking it to the next level in terms of if a guy is hot and has been playing that way for a while, it's not going to just be reliant on the insider, it's also going to be reliant on a formula, and so we can really measure whether somebody is playing to the maximum of their capabilities. It's more about giving a rating a range as opposed to just that one number, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, and of course powered by Stats Inc., so we're going to be able to
take the stats
use
right
that
from the source.
The statistical data that the devs are able to pull in this year is going to really just make the game feel more alive than ever before. So it's going to be great.
You're always telling me that the game is always taken to another level every single year. What do you think about this?
Absolutely. Well, I think this brings another dynamic into the game, definitely. Like, stats are going to be updated, I guess, more often.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really great because then you're watching a game, you're seeing your favorite player and how he plays and how you said he may be on a hot streak. Maybe not so much, but you're going to see that as well in the game.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
And, and as Zach alluded to, it's not just going to be for the big market teams, which I think sometimes is a perception that they would be the Knicks and the Lakers. It's going to be every team. So if you're a fan of the Raptors or you're a fan of the Grizzlies, the Lakers, the Knicks, the Miami Heat, it doesn't matter. Every team is going to get the same love and fed the same amount of information from Stats Inc. to really give you guys the most up-to-date dynamic